Buh. Guh. Boo. It's me, the guy. Hello. The Rockman is... Stop, I'm not the Rockman. I am Rejected Shotgun. Drake. Get it right. I am not Rock Guy. Hello. Welcome back. It's Space Mod Night, baby. And also, Secret Project. Very excited. It's not actually that much of a secret. You guys already kind of know about it, but it's also kind of a secret. It's more interesting if I say it's secret. So we're just gonna go with that. It's we got badass ship mod, working towards the playtest, and also secret project. It's very secret. It's also a project. I hope you guys are ready. Today's gonna be a pretty poppin' stream, I think. Secret equals clicks. It does, but also I haven't told anyone specifically about it in the specific context I'm referring to. So technically, not lying, it is secret. Secret equals H2A. Wrong. Not H2A. Get it out of here. Get that garbage out of here. I don't want to hear it. Not to even green? Yeah, actually, I don't even think I told green yet. I've been busy. Been busy. More importantly than I've been busy, somebody else has been busy. But we'll get to it. We'll get to it. Can we please have an H2A stream? No. No, we cannot. We cannot have an H2A stream. Secret Plus, he's gonna die soon and needs to update all his mods. I already updated all my mods. I actually did. I updated them all last night. Secret equals Cortana dating simulator. Okay, and what about it? Why are you saying it like it's a bad thing, okay? Just because I'm working on a secret Cortana dating simulator in Unity every single night doesn't mean that it's that I'm doing that. Demon! Thank you for the 2-man. I appreciate it. I know the secret. Do you? I don't think you do, to be honest. I don't think you know the secret project. You might. I just don't recall telling anybody about it, to be honest. I haven't said a word yet. But it's cool. But you know what else is cool? Other than the secret project that's maybe slightly secret, but probably not secret. Wait, Ultimate Forge is back? Oh, no. No, not Ultimate Forge. Not yet. Soon, though. But even sooner, spaceships. Look at those spaceships. Those are pretty nice. Come with me. Yeet. Where's why is the Saber like 5 miles in the air? What happened? Rejected. Are you Master Chief? Yes. Let me just cut you off there. Yes, I am. Skirt, skirt. This is a full-size Saber. Don't question anything you just saw. Stop questioning things. It's bad for your health. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. A cruiser just locked onto me. I just want to look at the ships. I just want to look at the cool ships up close, and a fucking Covenant cruiser locked onto me. I can't believe RJ got diagnosed with stage 5 ball cancer. Rip, bro. I got diagnosed with stage 7 ball cancer. Alright, very different. Oh, man, look at that. Big UNSC Infinity. Big Covenant super cruiser. Malcontent still in my heart, in my mind. Dude, I cannot wait for this playtest. I don't know about you guys, but this playtest has got me really excited. Like, really, really excited. I have to decide on a good handful of ships for the playtest. Oh, wait, I forgot I'm a human being. Hi. Holy shit. When did I get 80s hair? Hold on. When did that happen? Eh, good enough. But I hope you guys are excited, because I'm super excited, man. Man, how is it that my hair looks good, and then the moment I stream, I hate it? Is that... Ah, fuck it. Who cares? Anyway, this thing looks pretty spicy. Mal's in all our hearts and minds. Good, as he should be. Rock gun looks poor. Well, that is an accurate assessment of the situation. I'm not rich. God, I wish I was. One day I will be. So I decided, by the way, I'm returning. Hold on. I'm returning to my old method of just like showing off individual vehicles and stuff on the channel in videos. So, fun fact, guys, today, after stream, I am just going to work nonstop on a video showing off some of these spaceships, and I'm going to get it uploaded maybe as soon as tomorrow. Where is Anchor 9? That is a good question, Gunbear. That is a very good question. Anchor 9 is coming to the mod. Anchor 9 is coming to the mod, and I'm very excited about it. Yo, Demon, thanks for the 5, man. Appreciate it. You should drop this and come join us on Abyss's Minecraft server. Green is on right now. No, man. I'm making Halo mods. I'm streaming. Dude, we're at 100 viewers, and I just started. If I played Minecraft right now, we'd drop to like 10. And it would suck. When playtest? I actually don't have a date for the playtest yet, Sabo, but soon. I'm always just going to keep saying soon. Oh my god, I'm taking hits. I'm taking hits. I gotta go. I gotta hide in here. Okay, I am actually safe. Tucked away. I'm not safe. I'm not safe. I need to say safe, tucked away in the super carrier. Oh god, it's hitting the super carrier and moving it. Where is it? It's this motherfucker, dude. This stupid cruiser has been targeting me non-stop. I have to dodge these things. Oh god. I gotta take this thing out so that I can focus. This is legit fire gameplay. I know. This is what the game's gonna be like in multiplayer. Ah! I rammed into its shield. No. No. This is so sad. Ah, whatever. Who cares? You should check out this Halo fan animation by Soda, as it's called. Remember? I might. If you can link me to it, I'll check it out. Bro's Master Chief from the books. This is true. This is very true. I am literally Master Chief, and if anybody says otherwise, they're wrong. When the immovable object and unstoppable force are one and the same. I am both. Specifically, the tiny saber is both. Where did my music go? It's just really quiet. Let's listen to some regular Halo soundtrack stuff today. Yeah, there we go. So, guys, good news. Skaboodly saved my life and showed me that when I very first was making this map and I wanted to import Anchor 9, but couldn't, it wasn't that the Halo Reach engine wouldn't support me ripping it out of the game and putting it in. It was that I was having a massive skill issue, which never happens. I've never once in my entire life had a skill issue. So if you're going to imply that I have had skill issues, 1, you're wrong. 2, you're wrong. And 3, you're probably not right. However, I can now get Anchor 9 in the game. Because Skaboodly is smart, and I tried it when I was dumb. But I'm not dumb anymore. I'm a very smart, very cool guy. And if anybody tells you otherwise, they're once again wrong. Hey, Roth, thanks for the 17 months. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Has Infinity... Wait, the Infinity has mini Mac turrets. Thoughts? I mean, that's pretty badass. Where? Can I see some evidence of these mini Mac turrets? I want to see them. Wait, hold on. I'm in the background right now. I'm adding Anchor 9 into the map. Give me like 2 seconds. It's here, I think. Yeah. Where's Anchor 9? Oh, right here. So, objects. Levels, solo, M45. What? Oh, I'm trying to append. Okay, hold on. Ah! I hit the wrong hotkey. Oopsies. Look at this. It's Anchor 9! Yeah, baby. We're going to get Anchor 9 in here today. Also, shout out to this stream specifically. Please leave a like on the stream if you are really cool. And that's it. That's actually the whole tweet. Please just leave a like. Please help. Oh, yeah, baby. Look at that. Anchor 9. Oh, it's so laggy. Okay, I think I actually imported this wrong. Also, side note, I have to pee-pee very badly, and I'm going to explode. My coffee was exactly 30 minutes ago, and you know what that is. You're too cool for likes. Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, Weasel. My cat, my poor kitty cat, I moved. You're so sad that I moved. I'm so sorry. I gotta move. All right, give me 30 seconds, and I'll be right back. All right, government mandated chair content is over. It's done. I hope you enjoyed it because it's never coming back. Such is the way. All right, I think I imported Anchor 9 incorrectly, so you'll have to bear with me for like 10 seconds while I grab Anchor 9 again. I don't know about you guys, but Anchor 9 is something I really want in this map. And for those of you guys for whom it's been so long that you don't remember what Anchor 9 is, it's the really cool space station, excuse me, from Halo Reach, the one in the Long Night of Saul space mission, the one you like dock at, and I think you protect it for a little while. So I want to grab Anchor 9 and get it into the game. But in order to do that, I got to re-export it because earlier I accidentally saved it as the wrong file type. So let's grab it. All right, it's right here. So I believe it's like 20? No, 25. It's 30. Yeah, there we go. So this is Anchor 9 right here. For those of you guys who don't remember, refresher. This is what it looks like. And I want this. I want it damn badly. Yo, Wrath, thank you for the $5. That is your first super chat ever. God damn. Why do I feel like that's not true? I definitely feel like you've super chatted before. But thank you if it is your first super chat ever. And thank you very much for the $5. During the Infinity mission, there's a mini-mac that you activate and fight the Didact off. Really? Is it like the... Oh, right. They're literally the Halo Reach, like, mini-macs. The ones that you fire at the cruiser at the end of Reach. Those... Yeah. I forgot about that. For gore. Okay, hold on. I am exporting this as an AMF. Okay, it is now exported as an AMF, which means I'm going to kill this. Goodbye. All right, now I can import it as a... What? I can import it as an AMF. Hold on, I have my AMF importer. There it is. Beautiful. And we're going to do that in 3ds Max units. Ka-chow! It died! What? Okay. It's actually it's actually totally fine. We just need to do the other one. Why did that work? Well, anyway. Let's go find it. So here is the 2-scale Anchor 9. So what Skaboodly realized is that I was dumb. And when I select all of these, I need to merge by distance on the vertices, because apparently they're not merged even in AMF format. And so that reduces it down quite a bit. And then all I really have to do now is give it some automatic shading and call it a day. But on the off chance that this causes everything to violently explode, I'm going to add a portal. Make a plane. This will be Z Anchor 9. No, I'll just call it Z Portals like I always do. So I make a Z Portal right here. I'm going to make it a new material called Plus Portal just in case, even though that's the old way of doing things. And in order to get this loaded in, guys, I lost my membership. It's very sad. Guys, this is so sad. Can we please get a gifted membership for Gun Bear Studios? Alright, we're going to add a face property to it and make it a... Where's Portal? Portal, 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 portal. Add mesh property. Seam sealer. Where are portals? Oh, it's not instant geometry. Portal. There we go. BSP, yep, all set. Good, good, good. It'll be a two-way portal. Awesome. So for those of you guys who don't know and want to hear something really technical and a bit nerdy, portals are really fucking cool. And they let you chop up your map in interesting ways. So that's exactly what I'm going to do here. You just make a gigantic pizza, not even close to pizza. It's like a pizza cutter. It like lets you cut your map into lots of pieces. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to grab both of these, duplicate them. We'll rotate it 90 degrees. Line it up. Like so. Beautiful, isn't it? My Amazon Echo just made a noise at me. It knows where I live. Alright, there we go. So now I've portaled the instance of this, and now it's all theoretically working good. So I want to get this in game. I'm not going to quick export, though. Let's see. We do regular exports as a scenario. We'll do this, and theoretically, hypothetically, this will work, and it'll let me import it. We'll see, though. Please work, please work, please work, please work, please work. It might work. We might be able to get Anchor 9 in. I don't use portals. Yeah, you should definitely use portals. Okay, let's see if it just has too many vertices currently. Skaboodly was able to get this working really, really well. So theoretically, I should be able to do the exact same. Yo, Spartan Jess, thank you for the 10. Damn, much appreciated. Thank you so much. Possible idea. Might be pretty cool to have a flyable Pelican and Phantom that carries a slip space bomb to sabotage enemy carriers by flying into their hangars, possibly dealing a ton of damage. You're actually, funnily enough, not the first person to suggest that. It's not a bad idea at all. I actually think it would be super fun in gameplay. It's kind of like the equivalent in this mod of the Battlefield 4 putting C4 on a ATV and then launching it at like an enemy tank. I'm totally down. Probably it won't be a thing for the very first run, but, or sorry, for the very first playtest. But I really like the idea, and if I can implement it well and make it still feel like fun, basically, if I'm gonna do that, I need to just make sure that the big ships know that it's coming, or have some way to fend it off, so that you really have to be sneaky, because it needs to be fair. Right? Like, if you can just immediately get nuked without being able to do anything about it, it wouldn't be very fun. But if I can find a good way to do it... Oh my god, it worked! Does it have textures? Does it have textures? Yo, Meatmorb with the 21 months! Thank you very much! Damn, much appreciated. You said, what? Egg? Derogatory. What? Dude, you can't say that. You cannot put that in a super chat. You can't say it on stream. That's unreal. That's super fucked up, man. I can't believe you just said that. What the fuck? Did you really just say that? Bro's closing in on 2 years? I know, it's crazy to think that we got a bunch of people in the community that are already closing in on 2-year memberships. Wild. Projected to have a request for a ship to add. You will have to model it. Well, that already just killed the request. I cannot model ships for my life. But it's just a few circles. Please add it. It's called the Rasus Pattern Interdictor. Alright. Just a couple circles? What? It looks like a couple circles because it's in a comic. Bitch, I've been here 2 years. Not yet. Well, actually, yeah, you probably have. Yo, it's in! Look at that, Anchor 9, dude. All of the shading needs to be fixed, but there you go, Anchor 9. It's in. Look at that. Oh. It's mostly in. Although it needs to be way smaller. Because currently it's 10 times bigger than the scale of the map is. But that is it. That is actually it. Let me see if I can do an on-export add. Oh, they don't have the thing where it auto adds, in the properties. I think I have to, I think if I export it as an AS file, it will theoretically work. Do it as a Halo 3, and then I force it to triangulate and use edge split. That should automatically edge split all geometry. So let me temporarily just export that as an AS file. I'll never use it, but this is just a quick shortcut to add edge splitting, which basically just fixes the shading for the most part. Not perfect, but does a pretty good job of it. Just tuning in, what's up? Yo, what up, Skaboodly? Dude, I am using your technique to get the Anchor 9. In fact, it's actually in already. I just haven't added the proper shading to it. But yeah, for the most part, it's in. Although it does need some fixing up, like on small objects and stuff. It gets a little crunchy. Where was it? There's something crunchy over here. Actually wasn't that. Those are just windows. Are these windows that are reflecting? Okay, yeah, these are just reflections, yeah. So once I shade it correctly, it'll be good. But what was it? Oh, these. I gotta get these fixed. They got a little scrambled. Did you reset scale? Probably not. Probably not. No, yeah, actually the scale should be reset. Unless the AMF importer sets it to 100 scale. When you merge verse, do it by a super tiny amount, otherwise it'll merge way too much. Yeah. No, I'm familiar with that. It shouldn't have merged a lot at all. LOD optimization? No. No optimization. None. Did any Chokepoint game devs respond to you? Chokepoint game devs? What you mean? What you do? Chokepoint games? That sounds so familiar. Why don't I remember who that is? I'm Googling it, but my internet's just not working. Actually, pretty sick that we get Anchor 9 in there. I agree. It's really sick. Really, really sick. I'm trying to export this as an AS to automatically apply the modifier to all objects, but that is taking some time. Oh, it is the Sins of the Prophets people. No wonder. Yeah, I haven't reached out to them specifically, but some of them were in chat the other day checking out the stream and just seeing the old ships being utilized in this mod, and that was really cool. But I specifically have not gone out of my way to like say anything to them. Malcontent's in the Discord server though, which is really cool. To be honest, I mean, it would be cool to like be in contact with them, but I don't know what I would say to them. To be honest, I'd just be like, I love your mod. It is very cool. I like the ships. They're badass. Can you imagine destroying a UNSC ship and cause random land vehicles floating in space? That'd be cool. But it would definitely like overload. Well, it wouldn't overload, but it would be a bit unnecessary for optimization. What? Egg derogatory? Stop. Meep Morps. Stop it. You can't be saying things like that in chat. This is uncalled for. Why is exporting this AS file? I mean, I know why it's taking so long. It's because it's this. But it's Blender. Add modifier to multiple objects. How? I'm looking this up. Oh, perfect. Okay, I found it out. I don't have to actually wait at all. I am bored of waiting. Ah, I closed Sapien. No. I didn't mean to do that. Here's this, a Anchor 9 multiplayer map. In here. Yeah, well. Yeah, well, Anchor 9 is going to be on the map. It's going to be really cool. Anchor 9 fan versus Cairo station enjoyer. Did Reach have any like stations? Like Mac stations like the Cairo station and all the other Earth stations? Or was it just stations like Anchor 9? Wait, these are all instances, but they're not being utilized 100% properly. I wonder if I can... Oh, I love this. I love the name of this object. Instance 000. Poop Steamy Windows A. Beautiful, man. Halo's such a beautiful game. I'm so glad we got the Poop Steamy Windows. Alright, here's how this is going to work. We're going to add the edge split modifier onto this. And I'm going to select every single part of Anchor 9. I'm going to go back up here, select this. We're going to do link, copy modifiers. Boom. And theoretically that shades it correctly. Or now we go to everything, we open them all up in edit mode, and we shade flat. That does not look right even a little bit. Let's try merge by distance on them. Did that fix it? Kind of. Oh, you know what? I bet they've all got custom mesh data on it. It should be under custom properties. I lied. It should be under geometry data. Clear, split. There we go. Okay, now... hold on. Blender, clear, split, normal data on multiple objects. Dude, anything in Blender where you have to do it on multiple objects is just the most obnoxious thing. Okay, object, clean up, removed. Where is it? It's gotta be here. It's not? I'm so confused. Anchor 9 looking kind of cute if you ask me. So true. So true. I guess I can just manually go in anywhere that I see some weirdness and like clean it up. Kind of annoying that I have to do it manually, because Blender just doesn't have a built-in function for this, but it's fine, really. It's totally fine. I don't even care. I do care. It's really obnoxious. Like, look at, there's like 100-something objects, all with custom normal data that is just actually cursed. And what am I supposed to do about it? Manually click on everything? Oh, I think I accidentally put the Lich and the Mega Mantis on Huge Grass. Also, it's an old version. Oh god, I gotta fix that ASAP. I accidentally uploaded an old version. Oops. I did not realize that I replaced it in the folder. Do I have the Anchor 9 blend file? Not yet. The data folder was like 10 gigs, and it was still downloading when I started stream, so I was just like, fuck it, I'll do it after stream. Anyway, this is... I'm not going to do all of these right now. I can always go back later and manually clear them all. I just wanted to get the big ones out of the way so it looked decent. Okay, I need to fix Huge Grass, like, ASAP, though. I'm glad somebody brought that to my attention. I accidentally uploaded the broken version of the Lich and the Mega Mantis to it. Might have to do an emergency Huge Grass stream today. Yay. Okay, this looks decent. I've fixed quite a lot of these objects. They're looking alright. Looking pretty good. All their weird normals are getting cleaned up a little bit. I just sent the blend file direct to DM. Should save you some time. Oh, I might take a look at it. God damn, I'm not Rock Guy. I'm gonna be honest, Caboodly, I have this weird thing where, like, I have to do it myself now because I'm already here. I don't know what's wrong with me. I may have a problem. But we're not gonna talk about it. Because it's definitely not a problem. Honestly, again, I'm gonna say, wait, it's fine. Surely it's fine. I've got mostly everything taken care of anyway, so should be good. Should be pretty good. Look at this. Like, this is crazy. Look at this broken shading. You can see all the vertice lines and then just fixed. Then these are kind of cursed. Fix them. These are kind of cursed. Ka-chow. Do a little bit of ka-chow. Do a little ka-chow. And for the most part, it's looking pretty spicy. What is that? Like, what? Boom. Anything over here looking ugly? Sajo mama. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Other people are also insanely talented, but something about the fact that you can do it yourself makes you want to do things from scratch. If nothing else, you just don't want... You don't take others' credit. Yeah, actually, that's definitely... It's probably a mix of those things, to be honest. Okay, this is decent, though. Oh, wait, there's one thing down here I see. Boom. I just want to get these big structures set, and then I'll be set. Okay, I think I'm good now. For the most part. And then if I ever see any weirdness, I can always just come back later and kill it. But yeah, it looks pretty good. Pretty fucking good, man. Let's get this in the video game. Oh, can I shade smooth on this? Nice. Okay, that should fix that. That looks a bit better. The only round objects. Giant, probably hydrogen tanks for fusion reactors. Cool, cool. Wait, not cool. Clear. Oh, I spotted another one. was a close one. Close call. I almost died. If I had imported that in-game, I would be dead right now. Don't worry, guys. I'm on top of it. Okay, Anchor 9 looks pretty spicy. Let's put this in game now. Does it mean most of the frigates spawn near the Anchor 9? We will see, because, yeah. Oh, I forgot to shrink this down. It needs to be, 1/10 the size. I also just forgot to check its scale in general. So it's going to be a little broken. But no, so Anchor 9, even as it is in game right now... Oh man, look, it has so many errors. What the fuck? It's like exploding. How does it have that many errors? Dude, it's like a nuclear bomb of errors. Oh my god. Maybe I will use Skaboodlies after all. What the fuck? What did I do? Like, literally, what did I do? I didn't do anything. Maybe it'll be fixed now because I merged all the verts that were probably open. Bro, who did you kill? Yeah, the Anchor 9 was bleeding. It was not having a good day. Oh. It looks great to me. I mean, you've got a good eye, Donkey. You've got a good eye. Wish I had any idea what this is. I am taking the Anchor 9 space station from campaign, and I'm putting it into the multiplayer map where all the spaceships are. I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Honestly, it's totally fine. It's almost, look, we're importing right now. Surely when I import it here, it'll be all fixed. Look, see, it's done. Export complete. And now we just gotta let it load. Or crash. Either one. I don't know. I don't know which one it's gonna do. Real quick, you can add an instance to multiple BSPs, right? I mean, you can turn an object into an instance. I was debating doing that because there's so many instance objects here. I've never done it though. Let's see. New instance proxy. I think this allows you to make instances. Create a proxy using the specified scene mesh object. I'm not really sure. I've never done instances with Foundry before. If you don't look at the problem, it'll go away, right? Yeah. Yeah. Except I need there to be no error. Oh, it's still happening. Oh, you know what? Is it because these are set as render geometry with collision? I'd almost bet that's it. Well, it was a good attempt. I have no idea what I did wrong, but I'm going to use Skaboodlies. What's the secret project that just got here? Well, I haven't shown it yet. Actually, I need to load it up. There's error alerts for like each polygon? Yeah, actually, Skaboodly, just for the sake of my like mental well-being, what was the process you did that I clearly fucked up here? Did you export using Reclaimer as an AMF? Because I actually do need to know this in order to get other stuff in. So I kind of want to run through the process if you have a minute to just like let me know what you actually did, because I don't know. I thought I was doing this right, but clearly I was not. I have yet to successfully rip from Reclaimer on Reach and get the geo incorrectly. Want to chat? I kind of wanted to save it until I show the quote-unquote secret project, but fuck it. We could chat. Hey, Onikai, good to see you. Thanks for the 20. Damn, thank you very much. Appreciate you. Here, have a 20 because you deserve it. Thank you. There's a bug on Kilimanjaro where the player HUD is on the opening cutscene. Also, will the players be able to board the anchor and destroy or capture it? Weird that the HUD shows up. I think I just have to rebuild the map in the new update. I actually need to rebuild like every map that I updated. Apparently they actually need rebuilds and not just updates to their version numbers. Let's see. Here, have a 20 because you deserve it. This is a bug in Kilimanjaro. All right, yeah. Will the players be able to board anchor and destroy it or capture it? This mod will take place entirely within the ships. There will really not be any player on foot action in this mod. All right, let me call Skaboodly real quick. Oh, I think my Discord's broken. Hold on.
Hello.
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 I broke the game. I don't know what I did wrong at all.
So I won't spoil anything, like, because I know you want to do a big reveal. But so basically my process was literally I just extracted Anchor 9 with Reclaimer. I imported the AMF.
Oh, the AMF. Okay, yeah.
I imported the AMF. I merged verts. I shaded flat, and I just like the little checkbox in Foundry that says render only. I just checked that, and then yeah, I basically just exported, and it worked.
Shade flat. Okay.
Yeah.
And then
merge verts, obviously, because if the verts are unmerged, then that like exponentially increases the try count.
Right. Okay, so I'll merge by like not 0.1. Holy. I didn't set the scale either. That's probably why.
Yeah. Oh yeah, reset the scale definitely. Oh, and also double check if you're using Chris was like really adamant about this. Always double check if you're using 3ds Max scale or Blender scale in Foundry.
Oh, I did 3ds Max scale.
Okay, good. Yeah. I mean, like, that's basically all I did. And yeah, you can go ahead and open up my Blender file to double check. Or if you want to just literally use my Blender file.
I'm not going to lie, I'm very tempted to, but I think... Okay, so that's all you did, right? You just did shade flat and
basically. Like, if... You can use my Blender file as a last resort. Like, if you are really just hitting a wall, then yeah, I would just append the mesh from the blend file, like, directly. But you know, for the sake of knowing the process, that's basically all I had to do.
Okay. Then this should theoretically, maybe, possibly work. I don't know what step I took that like actually just fucking broke it completely, but this looks correct. Like all the normals are preserved and everything is good. The world is happy. I think it's working.
All right. Don't sneeze or you'll break the whole thing.
Yeah, actually, it's
Careful, SpongeBob. Careful, SpongeBob. Careful. Yeah. Well, cool.
Okay, I appreciate it. This should probably work. I want to call you in a little bit for the quote-unquote secret project.
Okay, sure, yeah. Totally.
Okay. All right, I'm going to go back to grinding space mob, but I'll let you know if you're free anyway.
Cool.
All right. Boy.
Peace.
I appreciate Skaboodly being there for tech support. I literally, when I just did this a minute ago, it was so overly complicated. I did it in like the most overly complicated way ever. Completely unnecessarily. Rock Guy and Doodle collab. I'm not Rock Guy. Yo, Etu Knight! Thank you so much for the $15 tip, man. I really appreciate it. Shout out to literally everybody who does the tip jar, as it is so much better than super chats. I really always appreciate the super chats, but tips go hard. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. This is looking awesome. Watch the VOD of the last stream. I can't wait to see what other ships you add. This is exactly something I've been waiting for a while as a longtime Sins player. The Space A-10 Paris frigate is my favorite. I think the Paris class frigate, I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's like, nah, it might be my favorite actually. It might actually be my favorite. I love it. I actually love it. It's so cool. Okay, I want to start flying the ships here, but I'm just going to wait for Anchor 9 to get in and see if it worked. We'll see. Couldn't you just take the source sprites and hitboxes from campaign? I don't know what that means. or what you're saying that in reference to. Okay, export is complete. We're stitching objects together. We're attempting pathfinding. Let's see if it fails. Did you get the super back functional, or is it still a normal, if still awesome, standard Mac cannon? Technically, it's functional. Actually, it's fully functional. 100% fully badass functioning happening. It just doesn't have any unique effects or sounds yet. It just still sounds and looks like a regular Mac cannon. But yeah, the super Mac, it does double damage per shot, so it's kind of insanely powerful. But yeah, it still sounds and looks the same. But it does fire like a burst 4 that you can charge up, so like the longer you charge it, the more shots come out of it. I'll show in a second what it looks like. I'll grab the Infinity. Let's just see if we got Anchor 9 in. Harrison's Tower to my favorite, but oh. Instance. Oh, it's still happening. But I merged the vertices. What the fuck? Whatever. I'll get there. I'll get to it. But for now, we have a gigantic version of Anchor 9. So, you know, it could be worse. I don't know how much worse, but theoretically it could be worse. So this is a Giga Anchor 9. Anchor 9 will be much smaller in the end, but for now we have a giga-sized Anchor 9. All right, but I want to show you guys the Super Mac, the quote-unquote Super Mac on the Infinity, because it's very cool. Why is there an Omega large ship here? Has this always been here? Is that that's a CCS? Yeah, this Anchor 9 should be a lot smaller. That is like the reach scale. It needs to be 10 times smaller. Absolutely shredded, dude. Absolutely shredded. See, if I just click for a second, we get 1. If I hold it down a little longer, we get 2. Then 3 if I hold it even longer, and then if I hold it down all the way, obviously I can fire it way too quickly, but yeah. Oh, rammed. I should have added the ramming damage to it. Would have been badass. That thing would have just absolutely exploded. Little tiny cruiser. Yo, Joe, thanks for the $1 tip. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. First, what's the tip goal for? Right now, it's just like a month-long tip goal because, honestly, the tips, they go really hard, and my stream income has been really shit lately, to be honest, compared to like what it used to be. So I just decided to do a whole month-long tip goal, which is just objective survive with as a reference to the fact that this is my full-time job currently. But you know, I'll have to change that soon because I'm not gonna lie, streaming is not paying the bills as well as it used to, so I'll be switching that up. But yeah, that's why it is that. So second, you're literally the viral rock guy from those 2 articles on your rock tweet. Were there 2 articles? I thought it was just 1. Stop touching me. It's touching me. I fell out. It's over. Yeah, fly away. I don't want you here anyway. Oh, shit! Let's see what else. To the public, you are rock guy. I don't know what you're talking about. That's definitely not true. You're just making things up. Also, it's pretty funny when I see people ping Green asking questions about your stream schedule. It is pretty funny. Green's just, he messages me, he's like, why are people asking me about your stream schedule? I'm just like, I don't know. You don't know my stream schedule at all, or what I'm doing at any given moment. I don't know why people just assume that he knows, but it's kind of funny. Was the CSO supercarrier always there? That is such a good question. It just, I think it reappeared when I re-imported the Anchor 9. Is it in my map file? Is that why? No, it's not. I have no idea where it came from. It just reappeared as soon as I added Anchor 9. People think that Green is your manager or something? It feels like that sometimes. Okay, we need better sounds for the Infinity engines for sure. Rock. Okay, I see. Well, I'm gonna be real. I have no clue why this entire thing is spitting out like the most geometry errors ever, but we'll see. Yo, WTC, thank you for the $10 tip. Very much appreciated. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. You didn't even write a message with it. If you meant to write a message, feel free to type it in chat. I'll read it. But thank you so much for the 10. Thank you, thank you. It means the most. It's in the super carrier. I missed. I missed again. I won't miss this time. I did miss that time, but that was a coincidence. Nah, no message. Oh, WTC, welcome to content. I am so dumb for not putting that together. Wait. Is this an old version? No, this is... What in the world? The rocks moved. I didn't move those rocks. Is this an old version of Space Castle? Hold on. Oh, I think it is! I think this is an old version of Space Castle. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah. It's not. Never mind. I don't know. Weird. I thought I just had like a bunch more asteroids and stuff around, but I guess not. Did you not give the Infinity its 300 plus Archer missile pods? I don't think I gave it to it yet. The only thing that's gotten Archer missiles recently is the Spirit of Fire, but I could definitely add the Infinity's Archer missiles. But yeah, the Spirit of Fire does have them. And it is very satisfying. It does a lot of damage. It's getting absolutely dunked on. Spirit of Fire is better looking than the Infinity. You can't argue with me. I think I definitely like the Spirit of Fire's design a lot more. I'm getting fired on. I'm literally gonna die. Pummeled through its shields? Hell yeah. I need to get better turret placements on this. Incoming. Oh! Nice. Nice. Why is Anchor 9 so massive? Oh, I just haven't scaled it down yet. Oh, I probably should fix Anchor 9, though. I don't know why it's exploding into errors, but it is. Is every vertice merged? It sure is, and yet it's causing a metric... Oh, I know exactly why. I literally know exactly why it's spitting out 1,000 errors. I lied. I no longer know. Structure. Instance geometry. I guess it's probably because they're not set to render only. Probably should be set to render only. Maybe if I do that, it'll be better. And then I can make like a... Let's try that. We'll make it render only, no collision, no anything. And then if that works and fixes all the errors, then we should be good. We thought about adding the AI turret support, like the Halo 2 Wraith side turret. I would love to do that. That would be super convenient, but I don't believe that there's any way I could add team-based AI in multiplayer. Unfortunately. Oh. It's exporting. It's exporting. This might fix things by setting it to render only, and then what I can do is make collision geometry that is just kind of vague around the Anchor 9. I can just make like a big piece of collision. Rejected, I don't know how to link stuff, but if you do check out the fan animation, you should watch it on stream. Yeah, bet. Okay, let's what the? Where did the skybox go? Hello? I set it to render geometry and we lost the skybox. This is fine. This is completely normal. This happens all the time. It doesn't. I have no idea what's going on. It didn't like my portals very much, it seems. But it did fix most of the errors. So that's cool. We can fix that again, though. I think the other thing I need to do is just set this to also be render only. So add a face property to all of it. Set it to render only and assign. That's definitely not what I meant to do. Then assign all vertices. Speaking of which, where are those vertices? Oh, they just weren't showing through the portal. Okay, cool. Cool. So that's also set to render only. The issue now is why the fuck are my portals not working? They're definitely working a second ago. Weird. Let's try again. Why is there a ground surface? Oh, if you mean down at the bottom of the map, these are just temporary things I had on the map for a while to hold the big ships. The entire map got rotated at some point. That's so weird. But yeah, they were just intended to hold the big versions of the ships. The only ship I think now that isn't shrunken down to the correct size is the Pillar of Autumn and the Corvette. The HD Corvette. Which is really fun to fly, but is also set to like an absolutely massive scale. Has a little bit of bugs. I need to work on it. It looks really good. It's the entire piece of geometry from Campaign as a render model, which is kind of crazy. I think the portals are causing errors because you're trying to slice up too much geo from Anchor 9. Well, I'm not slicing up any of Anchor 9 itself. I'm slicing up the area around Anchor 9. I'm putting it into its own cluster. All of Anchor 9 is in its own cluster. I find it interesting that the Corvette is larger than light cruisers. Well, the light cruisers are just weird. They're just regular cruisers, but shrunken down. They don't even really make much sense. The fact that light cruisers even exist at all is weird. Okay, I'm just gonna reload the scenario. Maybe I can't get away with portals for some reason. I have no idea. Halo Reach is just being super weird right now. Anchor 9 is like a multiplayer map inside another multiplayer map now. How does that not break it? Well, I mean, it's just a structure. Anchor 9 is literally just a structure. I don't even think it has an interior, to be honest. Also a little scrambled. Covenant ships, they don't know to avoid it. Oh, they don't need to anymore because it has no collision. I wonder what is causing the issue. Let me see. Let's check out AeroGeo, and then we'll get this solved real quick. So we do have some duplicate triangles and things, which is whatever, but we have portal leakage. portal leakage going through here. I could try just doing a cube portal instead of a big choppy portal. We can add a plane right here, or not a plane, a cube. Then we'll just try engulfing all of Anchor 9 in it. Okay, that should enclose all of Anchor 9. I hope that works. Do I need it to be... That's probably fine. Let's see if this is a decent solution. Sir, my lighting baked to max. It still needs fixed to look as good as single player. How do you bake shit so flawless, sir? I honestly, when it comes to doing other like campaign maps and stuff, I could not say. I saw that you sent me a picture of like how your light baking in Halo 2 looked like really weird with dark splotches. I could not tell you the answer to that without looking at it myself, so I genuinely am not sure. Without like taking a look at it myself, and I will not be taking a look at it myself right now. Let's see, while this bakes out though. Check. Oh, never mind. That was too quick. Is it even exporting? I don't think it's exporting anymore. Structure failed. Structure failed. Perhaps you built your structure entirely out of portal geometry. I sure didn't. Alright, we're going to do a new mesh. A plane again. Big one. Real big one. And this one's not going to be instance geo, but it's going to be set to portal type. Z portal is what I'll call it. And I'm going to try doing something similar, but less complex. I'm just going to chop the map in half. Like that. And that surrounds the entire skybox. That chops the entire map in half, and theoretically should work. Probably should delete those big-ass cubes at the bottom of the map, though. Alright, plan B, I hire you when I get extra money. I mean, sure, if you want. If you got the money. I don't know if that's allowed, but if it is, I'm down. For test number 1034. Do your best, champ. Thank you. I will continue grinding away. Slowly grinding away at this. It's taking a little bit of time, that's all. Just a little bit. Okay, it failed again. Material mesh room test. Structure BSP space castle default failed to add import info. Let's try again without all the extra bits and bobs. Yo, Alexander, thank you for the $5. Much appreciated. Will you scale down the CCS cruiser to 300 meters to make a CRS variant with it? I'm gonna be honest with you. I have no idea what that means because I don't know specifically what that means. I don't know what those ships are. That way we have a CRS class light cruiser / Xanar pattern attack ship. Maybe. I'm not familiar with the ship types myself, unfortunately. I was going to keep everything in this mod pretty simple and just go cruiser, corvette, assault carrier. I wasn't going to get into the classes of stuff. I was just going to do basic ships and just be like, this is a cruiser, this is a corvette, this is a carrier. Base castle defaults. Once again failed. Why? Why is it failing? I was having no issues before. If I just turn this into instance geo. It's all instance geo out here. That's all it is. You meant take the battle cruiser and shrink it down so we get the Covenant ship from Halo 4 that look like a normal battle cruiser except way smaller? No, I get that, but it's like, I don't really want to do two types of ships that are exactly the same, but just shrunken down. I always thought it was weird that that happened in Halo. It seemed like a total, like a totally weird thing. It just doesn't make any sense. I was never a fan personally. Like, you even see it in, like, Halo 4, where you have these cruisers coming in. And then you have, like, the same cruiser, but it's really tiny flying next to it. And it's just like, what? There are so many things wrong with that. I don't even know where to start. And the fact that it's, like, quote-unquote lore accurate is just disturbing to me. What the hell? Why is the map tiny? What the fuck? Let's see. Oh, Alexander, thank you for another $5. Appreciate it. CRS is the small cruiser in Halo 4 that we blow up in the beginning with the green highlights, and is one of the smallest ships in the Covenant Navy. Yeah, no, I remember that. I remember that. And now my map is just very small. I think I need actual map geo to like expand out the size. So many ships in this area. Oh my god. Alright, we're taking the frigate out for a spin. It's been too long. Oh. Nope, same thing. Alright, well, I'm feeling like a mild amount of frustration with this, so I'm gonna do something crazy. I want to show you guys the quote-unquote secret project, because it sounds very fun right now. I have yet to open this, so there shouldn't be any issues. This is actually my first time opening it currently, because I finally got it downloaded. But I want to show you guys this. We'll go back to the spaceship in a minute. I just want to like talk about this, as this is something that I'll be working on pretty regularly, both on stream and off stream. Is it the cat gun? Not yet. The cat gun will be a thing, but it is not yet the cat gun. Yo, Joe, thanks for the $1 tip, man. I appreciate it. Man, fuck all these ship suggestions. Just add a Space Grizzly and Space Mega Mantis. Motherfucker, those are ship suggestions. But you right. Yeah, as far as ships go, I'm perfectly happy with the amount of ships that are in the mod right now. Also, I'm not a huge fan of like a lot of the lore around ships with things just like cruisers and then tiny cruisers. Like, I think it's a little silly. So I just want to do individual ship types that each one has their different visuals. I don't want two types of cruisers that are visually identical, but like one is 10 times smaller. Like I said, I think it's silly. Okay, it has loaded. This is the secret project I wanted to show you guys. This is Skaboodly's map, okay? Skaboodly Doodle, the ever-talented, has made an incredible map. An absolutely incredible map. Like, genuinely awesome. This is Skaboodly's Halo Wars map. And, it's really fucking cool. There's so much I want to talk about. I want to get in a call with Skaboodly in a second. If you're there, Skaboodly, I would love to just, like, have you talk about this and go through it, because it's so sick. So, but whenever he says he's cool to talk, we will. But I just want to talk about it because it's amazing. I'm here? Okay, cool. You know what? Let's let you talk about it, because I'm going to be doing a lot of technical help with you on this, but this is, at the end of the day, really just your map, your mod, and just absolutely fantastic.
Hey, yo.
Hey!
Hey.
Alright. I mean, you've shown this mod in, like, screenshots and things all around, and you've even shown screenshots and sent me them on stream, but I think this is the first time on my stream anyone's seeing, like, proper gameplay of it.
Yeah. So yeah, this map, this is basically just Halo Wars, but playable on the ground, in essence. So like for those tuning in, for context, last night, Rejected and I had was it last night or the night before? I can't remember.
It was the night before, but yeah.
But yeah, we had a super long discussion, and basically it's like this, right? So I can do art. I can make things pretty. And I am quickly gaining a lot of technical skills and knowledge to be able to do the kind of things I want and execute the vision I have. But our boy Rejected here just has way more experience and knowledge crammed in his noggin than I do. And I'm making a lot of headway, but I'm constantly getting absolutely roadblocked because I just don't know how to solve certain problems. I don't know how to make device machines coordinate with, events and like all this scripting stuff that Rejected knows how to do, right? And like I just have only now figured out how to actually get stuff to export and make maps and stuff. So also, because of the just inherent engine limitations of Reach, I am just eager to move on to Halo 2 Anniversary and get back to making models. I love making tags, but I also am getting just absolutely burned out. So, what we have discussed is Rejected can be working on this map while I work on the art and, like, I come up with designs and ideas and vision, because I have an incredibly specific, crystal clear vision for this map in my head. What this map is it is going to be used for campaign, firefight, and multiplayer, but it is going to be a custom campaign, which is basically semi-open world. What we were talking about was, obviously this is a huge map, and it's set up to be vaguely reminiscent of the shape of a typical Halo Wars map, but it's got so many nooks and crannies and places to explore and look at. And each section of the map is basically going to have like unique encounters and interior sections and hallways and like, fun little bits. The way it's going to play out, um, the core mechanic of this map will be taking and unlocking bases, right? The Covenant bases and the UNSC bases. The way we're going to do this is it's going to be a flat piece of ground at first, and we were talking about some trickery to basically smoke and mirrors it to be a flat piece of ground. And then once you clear an area, the Heron dropship will come in from the sky and drop down the base, and you will get to see it being assembled in real time on the ground. And then, once it is assembled, it will have a full interior that you can explore. And actually, Green Knight was working on this a while back. He was working on having like an unlock system and a point system to where you can unlock, new weapons and vehicles and units within Reach. Reach apparently does have that kind of function. So you unlock a base and then you proceed elsewhere in the map. And so there's going to be certain parts of the map that you are free to explore anytime, but there's also parts of the map that like won't unlock until you progress in a certain way or a certain direction. So, you go around the base, you take out Covenant bases, you replace them with UNSC bases, or you just find a patch of land and like secure it. And there's going to be like small skirmishes and firefights. And basically the difficulty will ramp. You'll start off with just a jackrabbit, right? And they'll say, hey, go patrol the area, scout out, and do a little bit of recon. And then like once you get in a couple scraps, you go back and then like you have to defend the base from like an assault. So you defend the base from an assault, and that lets you unlock like more vehicles and weapons and stuff. And we're going nuts with the vehicles. We already have the Jackrabbit, the Falcata, the Longsword, the Wombat, some of these might not make it into the mod because I want to keep it strictly Halo Wars themed as much as I can. So instead of the Longsword, and I literally just made this today and I was showing Rejected.
Looks so good, by the way.
Yeah, instead of the Longsword, we have the Short Sword from Halo Wars, which I have the model, and I'm going to be giving it the proper treatment. So anyway, moving on. So in addition to just open exploration and taking on different objectives how you want, there will be some sequences that are slightly more linear and structured. So it'll be like, hey, we need you to go investigate this one site, and then you find an unnatural formation, right? And you go inside this unnatural formation, do a bit of exploring into a Forerunner interior. Some of you might remember when I was basically building a Forerunner interior to that mountain for Extinction, or was it huge ass?
No. It was for Extinction, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm basically going to do that same concept with these two mountains in the map. So they're going to be like inside of the mountains. It's going to be huge. Like it's going to be a huge cathedral of Forerunner stuff. And I would personally like us to get Sentinels and Sentinel Guardians and other enemy types like that in Reach, because that'd be cool. I would like to see it trigger. There's also going to be mini bosses, right? There are, because another thing, God, there's a million tangents to fully explain this mod. It's going to be insane. This is going to be a grandiose mod in terms of scope and scale. So one aspect that I would really like to see pulled off in this mod is giants. So scarabs. Scarabs and scarab adjacent bosses, right? So right now we're using Spartan Tanner's scarab tags, which are mostly functional, and I asked Spartan Tanner if it's cool if Rejected, picks around and help get them working, and he said yes. So our boy Rejected can probably get scarabs working in Reach, so we can have scarab battles in Reach, but not just that. So not only they're going to have to work a certain way, they're not going to be the traditional scarab battles. Because of the way that Reach does early mover physics, they're going to be kind of wonky. We're going to have to go down different paths depending on the engine limitations. We might have to just have shielded scarabs that can only be destroyed from the outside, right? Because early mover physics causes bugginess and crashing, or like or we can't have early mover physics, and so you're just going to like fling yourself off of the scarab if it starts moving again. There's a bunch of different solutions, but we can at the very least have scarab battles where you're fighting a scarab from the outside. That we can absolutely do.
Yeah.
On top of that, we're going to have other giant tags, such as the Locust. We can port over the Locust and have that as a fightable enemy. And on top of that, I have the source files for a lot of cut Halo Wars vehicles. There's something called the Chimera, which is basically, it's another walker type, right? But it's smaller than a scarab. It's like much bigger than a Locust, right? It's kind of like, it's almost like the AT-ST in Star Wars. Like it's bigger than an AT-ST. It's a four-legged thing, but it's cool. So that's a giant flame-throwing spider robot.
It kind of looks like the Foreigner dog type thing.
It does.
From Halo 4.
Yeah, it looks a lot like I don't even remember what they're called.
I don't know.
But yeah, so we can have that, and there's a bunch of other cool stuff we can do there. And those will be mini bosses. And those will trigger after you, like, destroy this reactor, right? Or you activate this light bridge, or you activate this panel, right? So while that's all going on, we're talking about having like deployable ODSTs in certain areas, deployable dropships. This is all like very big scope, and we'll see if we can pull it off. But
I'm pretty sure we can pull off all this stuff. I mean, anything that's kind of campaigny is very like straightforward in pulling off.
Yeah. So another thing about this mod, and here's Rejected was like really getting me excited about this. He can basically, it's obviously a huge map. And in Reach, if I remember correctly, you can only have like 20 enemies on screen at a time. Correct me if I'm wrong.
20 to 30, yeah.
Yeah, about 20 to 30. Which isn't a little bit, but it's like on a map of this scale, that's going to start to hog resources. So we're going to have to be extremely aggressive with garbage cleanup and with moving enemies off screen and out of the data set. But what's really cool is Rejected was telling me he might have a way to basically preserve the enemy count for a particular zone. So if you leave the zone and those enemies despawn, the game will keep track of how many enemies are still there. So you can go back and wipe out the remaining amount of enemies, and it will like remember that. So we can effectively make this a semi-open world campaign firefight thing.
Yeah. Just storing enemies, like having an encounter over here, having an encounter over here, and then the map scripts will essentially just remember at all times how many enemies are left in that squad, and then you can dynamically load and reload those squads at any given time, just through entering certain areas and loading certain areas.
So it's like, we want to have mini bosses, and we want to have like some bigger bosses, like a Forerunner Retriever, Scarabs, and then also, of course, we want to have the Draugr. So the way the Draugr is going to work, most of y'all notice that giant freaking like thing floating around the map. So that platform is a test for the Draugr, just to see if like something like a Draugr can work in this map. It's not going to be floating that high off the ground, but basically, like, you get the idea. It's a giant floating siege engine that enemies can be walking around on top of. Rejected is going to probably know how to be able to give AI pathfinding on top of that platform. But so the Draugr is going to be really unique because in campaign, I want to see if we can make it like a destructible, like giant boss battle, right? Where it's shielded, so you have to like do some cool gameplay things to like take down its shields while also fighting off like Seraphs and Banshees and all these other things. And then once you get its shields down, then you can board it. But the Draugr is going to be like so big that you can like explore the interior a bit. It's going to be like about as like intricate an interior as either the Lich, or if any of y'all remember in Spartan Ops, there was the giant mining machine that looks like a giant like spider crab thing that you could walk inside of, and it looked like a scarab, right? But it wasn't a scarab, but it did have a huge interior, and that's what I'm thinking for
Yeah,
this.
the harvester, the big old.
The harvester, yeah. So, getting the Draugr to fit in this map is going to be a challenge. So what we discussed was the model of the Draugr that Rejected's currently working on is a lot smaller than it is in the concept art for the Draugr. So what I proposed was there can be 2 Draugrs. One Draugr can be small enough to fit in this map, and the other Draugr can be like the full-size concept art version, and they can both be completely different designs. I'll be modeling both. But yeah, so Draugr boss fight, that'll be sick. But also, we can use the Draugr for multiplayer and firefight as well as just a, looping thing that is patrolling the map on its own. Because right now, it's just a scenery object. I animated it to basically, spawn at 000 in the map coordinates, and then I animated it, just flying around in a circle around the map. So that's basically like having an elephant, right? Or a gondola that nobody has to constantly drive in order for it to keep moving. So you can basically have that fun pirate ship style, gameplay without some poor player having to sit there and just slowly drive through the map. So that's another aspect to it.
Yeah, I feel like it's also good to point out as well. This is such a multi-purpose map. It's not like the idea of having this awesome like campaign mission where you have all these objectives, you have a semi-open world, you have to build up your base and do all these different things. This map can be repurposed as well for a firefight mode. Like this could absolutely be pretty easily repurposed, and also a large-scale map, kind of like Huge Grass, but obviously way cooler, way more detailed, way better.
Yeah, so think of it like this. It's I was actually kind of like talking to him about the whole design aspect of Huge Grass versus this map, which for right now, I am calling this map Trepanation. Like that's its working title right now. The final title might just be like, Halo Wars or something. But right now, for reference, let's call it Trepanation. So the difference between Trepanation and Huge Grass is that Trepanation is much smaller than Huge Grass in terms of like square footage, but it's much denser. So it feels larger. And also I played with the atmosphere to like give it a grander sense of scale, and like the texturing on the mountains makes it feel like it's a lot bigger than it really is. There's a lot of forced perspective there. So yeah, it's much smaller than Huge Grass, but it's got more to explore in it. And that's another reason I wanted this to be specifically a campaign map, because, you can't put more than 16 players into any of the Halo engines. You just can't. They tried, and I think like they tried putting 64 players in Reach, and the engine just exploded. Okay?
Sadly.
So, yeah. So, like, the alternative is to fill up this world with enemy encounters, because you can have way more enemies, and you can do a lot more cool dynamic things. But yeah, so to recap, the long short of it is, it's a Halo Wars map. You go around, you secure zones, you build bases, you unlock new sections of the map that are going to be like shield walled, right? There's going to be a giant shield wall that prevents your progress. So you go into like an elevator or a little cave or a chasm or something. You flip a panel that deactivates the shield wall, and you keep progressing, right? You destroy the generator. You do like, simple little chores like that to progress throughout the map. Speaking of, at the other end of the map, the opposite of the map to the UNSC base, there's a Covenant stronghold. That is going to be heavily fortified and shielded. Drake, if you remember the shield tower from Tip of the Spear.
Yeah.
We might honestly put that in there, and that canopy is going to envelop over the like main Covenant base, and that's going to be like the final assault, and that's going to trigger the Draugr boss battle. But yeah, so that's basically the plan for this map. It's going to be really ambitious, and it's going to have just like an ungodly number of new vehicles and new weapons. I plan to make new weapons as well, like the rotary grenade launcher and like a
Yeah.
super HD version of the stanchion and stuff like that. Um, but on top of that, as for like multiplayer, we can section off one corner of this specifically for multiplayer. Um, and it's big enough to have like fighter jet combat, right? Um, so like, yeah, it's multi-utility. And like, what else is cool about this map is you can have different versions of this map doing different things. So we could easily like rebake the lighting to make a nighttime map, to make a snow map, to make a rainy, foggy map. And another thing I was thinking was like, okay, so you played the first part of this campaign, which is the UNSC making landfall here. But then you can have a Covenant campaign where you're playing as the Covenant, doing a counterattack. In terms of like story, this will be a slightly lore-centric map. I want this map to have cutscenes and custom dialogue and custom voiceover. And I would like to see things like the Spirit of Fire up in the sky overlooking the map as you're playing. To give that sense of immersion. I'm all about that immersion.
Immersion, the lore.
Immersion, the
There'll be
lore,
like an
yeah.
actual story. This will take place at a point in the Halo universe, essentially.
Yeah, sort of. So basically what I'm thinking for in terms of story is this is just like an average day at the office for the Spirit of Fire crew, right? Like this is on do you remember the name of the shield world in the first Halo Wars game?
I don't. It's been so long.
Okay. But it's basically that, right? So this is like when Spirit of Fire is like, maintaining different sectors in that shield world, and this is just one of those sectors, right? This entire map is just one of the many battlefields that it has to manage. So, yeah, he can't quite float, but
Uh,
but what the Spirit of Fire doing?
it's trying.
Um,
It's really trying.
if you save it and then reload the map, it'll probably float in place.
Yeah, it does. My
There you
issue
go.
is that it's just really small.
But yeah, so we could even script Herons to literally detach from the Spirit of Fire, come down, drop a base, and go back up. Just depending on what you want to do. But yeah, and so like talking about like the story, it's not going to be super sophisticated or complex. We're not rewriting or making new lore or anything. It's just literally like, hey, this is part of the campaign of Halo Wars 1 at some point. And like we're going to have custom voiceover where like I want this to be an incredibly streamlined and intuitive experience for the player, right? I want them to feel like, hey, this is both familiar, but it's also a lot of cool stuff that we haven't experienced in this way yet, like in a mainline Halo game. So like there's going to be instructions, like you're going to have basically a liaison or like some commander telling you what to do and explaining how things work throughout the thing, because it will be kind of new and complicated for a lot of players. So we're gonna have like radio chatter, just kind of like walking you through it, and then like there's gonna be a gradual difficulty ramp too. Um, in terms of art, so here's one of the most exciting things. What's been really frustrating for me was like obviously my bread and butter is models, like AAA level 3D models. And I know how to make pretty stuff, but up until now, I've been struggling with just the process of getting things to export and light bake and, function as I want. But so I was like, I was ready to throw in the towel with Reach just because it's so hard to get certain things working. But then I finally struck gold with this map and I got everything to export, everything to light bake, and I'm making a ton of progress. And all of a sudden I'm like, oh man, now I want to like keep working on this. Now I want like I really really want to do at least something with Reach, right? Just to give the players something to do while I work on Halo 2 Anniversary. And that's why I, kind of reached out to Rejected. I'm like, dude, I'm going to be real. Like I can't do this on my own and I'm getting really burnt out.
Oh yeah, this is such a
So,
massive undertaking.
yeah. So, I'm gonna continue working on this map. Here's the thing, guys, and this is what's like the craziest thing of all. This map is like I've just started on this map in terms of art. Like it's actually very, very bare bones compared to what I intend it to be in the final product. So like you'll notice it has no grass, no shrubs, no micro rocks, no like, rivers or lakes or streams or ponds or any of that. I'm going to put all of that in here. I'm going to have like ponds and waterfalls and gorgeous scenery. I'm going to have forerunner structures poking out of the mountains and stuff. And then on top of that, I'm going to make a custom sky scenery and a custom skybox. And there's going to be even more like gargantuan mountains and like even bigger colossal structures in the distance. Like that's just talking about art. Like this is literally the tip of the iceberg and
Tip
it
of the
already
spear, if
looks
you
pretty
will.
good. Yeah. But yeah, so that's like the whole project basically. I know it was a long-winded ramble, but I'm really excited. Oh, show them the Cyclops real quick if you
Oh
can.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, good long-winded rant though. Like realistically, oh, I love the pose it's in it and its idol, by the way. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I crashed. Fuck.
So that gets into the other part of this. So, oh, Drake, you need to be launching through Sapien Play, not
Right,
Sapien.
right, right, right.
Okay. But yeah, like, um, so that's why I'm struggling so much because there's just so much jank in the Reach engine. Like, there's so many pitfalls and hurdles, and you have no clue why they're happening. And like, peace and love to Bungie, but they did not document a lot of their stuff. So the mod community is basically just throwing stuff to the wall to see what sticks. And there's a lot of tags and code that's just incomplete that never got completed. So that's why Drake is here to save the day. So
I'm doing my
if
part.
hell yeah. If Drake can figure out how to have Cyclopses, which the Cyclops is looking pretty sweet so far, by the way. Drake, if you just walk forward only with the Cyclops, it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like, I would love to be able to pull off the Cyclops. I would love to be able to pull off, just like the Draugr and Scarabs and all this stuff. And I think we can. Like, I'm getting really confident that we can pull all this off, and we can have like a pretty like a new tier of modding experience with this.
I am absolutely confident that we can. Like, genuinely, with you handling all of the things about art and everything related to that, and then I can just take over doing everything technical, getting things functioning, scripting encounters, and making all of these complicated systems working. 100%, this is like a very viable project that
Yeah.
it's really exciting as well, because this is, like you said, it's something that's never been attempted before, and doing it to the
I mean,
level of
like,
fidelity that can
it
be
kind of
done.
has, but it's like it kind of has, right? Like there's been, I mean, the CE community has been making custom campaigns for like almost 20 years,
Well,
but
yeah, yeah.
there's a reason that people stay away from like Halo 3 Plus, and that's because these engines are newer, but they're also a lot more unknown. The processes, the workflow, all of that stuff is just a lot trickier, but like it's getting figured out thanks to people like Crisp, thanks to Green Knight, thanks to Rejected. We're finally starting to figure it all out, and there's so much cool stuff we can do in Reach. And also, like, people love Reach. Reach is pretty based, not gonna lie. But yeah, so for my part, obviously, I'm gonna be handling like models for the most part. My big role here is vision, direction, models, and tweaking because it's like, not to toot my own horn, but it turns out I'm actually fairly okay at like tweaking the balance and feel and mechanics of vehicles and weapons. You know, I know
I
how
mean,
they should
yeah,
feel. I know how they should
key
play and all that.
point is Sparrowhawk, in my opinion. I cannot get the Sparrowhawk to fly nearly as good as you've got it set. Like, I hate VTOL physics, and you just, like, have it so easily figured out, and this thing flies, like, perfectly.
Yeah, so Rejected is going to handle the functionality and get it like set up and working, and then I am going to polish the living hell out of it until it's, until it feels like it shipped with the game, right? Um, oh, try flying the Falcata real quick. It's
Oh,
over
I
there.
was flying it so much.
Awesome. But yeah, the Falcata is really fun. All you do is you basically when you slow down, it automatically goes into VTOL, and you can also move right and left with a Falcata while in VTOL mode. So that's how that works. Um, but yeah, like uh,
It's so
yeah,
smooth. I don't have any of the sounds in right now because I don't have any of your sound tags at the moment, but
yeah.
it's just such a great vehicle. It's so nice.
Yeah. I have a feeling people are really gonna like it. So on that note, so recently planned vehicles are gonna be the Falcata, the Sparrowhawk, and the Short Sword and the Jackrabbit. Um, I'm obviously gonna try putting in, the Grizzly, the Cobra, the Cougar, all of the Halo Wars vehicles. Like the ground vehicles are not quite as tricky for me to figure out, I don't think. Um, but like I didn't even know if I could pull off a VTOL fighter jet, and we managed to. So, but yeah, there's gonna be the Falcata, and where was I going with this? I kind of like lost my
I think we were
train
just
of
talking about
thought.
all the different vehicles that like you had planned to add
Yeah.
and like how they can be incorporated.
So Drake is gonna do all the setup, and I'm gonna do all the polish. Like, once he gets the vehicle working, I can go in and fine tune those mechanics to feel buttery smooth. Um, but yeah,
I mean,
um,
considering how buttery smooth even the Falcata feels, like I'm genuinely shocked you were able to get a VTOL space fighter type vehicle to work as well as it does.
yeah. I was kind of surprised I managed to too, and it was only through like beating my head into my keyboard over and over. But see, like that's what's so exciting about you starting to collaborate on this project is I don't have to do that nearly as much anymore.
No, yeah,
And like
I can handle all of the technical crap that takes like a billion years to set up.
and for Drake, whenever he needs like a complex physics model done or collision model done, any modeling, any art, that's what I'm going to take care of. And doing that, I think we can tag team and blitz through a lot of projects, like way faster. Um, but yeah, so like I'm super pumped, and this is like what's even crazier about this is just for Reach. I did mention I'm trying to move to Halo 2 Anniversary, the engine, and I know everybody's like nobody plays H2A, nobody plays Halo 4. I get it, I hear you, but what I'm planning on doing, what me and Green are planning on doing, is basically making a new game. We are going to take those engines and we are going to basically create a new aesthetic that is more in line with the classic Isaac Hannaford concept art. In fact, the first thing I'm going to do when I get to Halo 2 Anniversary, I'm going to create a new Spartan character biped based off of the concept art for the Mark 5B Reach armor, except the concept art is very different from the final product, so I'm going to designate it Mark 5C. It's going to be a completely new set of Spartan armor based on that concept art. I sent you a picture. I don't know if you can find it, but like,
I'm on Isaac Hannaford's art station right now, just kind of scrolling through
yeah,
everything.
yeah. So I'm gonna create an entire suite of armor based off of the Halo Reach concept art, which is very different from the Halo Reach like final art. And that's gonna be the first thing I do, and then we're gonna slowly go through and like change the HUD, change the UI, change the weapons, like everything is going to feel like a new Halo game. Um, so like it is in the H2A engine, but don't think of it as like, oh, I just don't want to play H2A. It's like, no, we're doing a new thing here. Um, and but the cool thing is the stuff we can pull off in Halo 4 engine and Halo 2 Anniversary engine is going to make this Trepanation map look like child's play. Like, Green has shown me the technical capability of that engine. He was able to render like a full-on dense forest, and it ran just fine. Like, and I'm talking about like super dense forest, triple canopy, and I can make a map that's probably like 3 times this big with all of the same complexity. So that's what I'm really excited to jump into. But I don't want to just move on to that without giving the players something in reach. And that's what I've been like really struggling with. I really didn't want to just abandon reach and not release the tags or not make a fun, cool map for people to experience. So that's why we're doing this. Anyway,
And
I think I'm done.
okay, yeah, and I genuinely think this is a really, really exciting project. This is something I want to work on. Like I said it to you when we were like going over all this stuff the other day, but I struggle to work on anything that I don't absolutely love. And this is one of those things that I absolutely love. This project is awesome. Setting up like a badass campaign encounter in this is going to be just super fun, super cool. Um, and I just think it's gonna be like an amazing Halo experience. Like there's such a desire in the Halo community to play something like this, and when it's done, it's gonna be to such a level of fidelity that I don't know. I think people are just gonna like kind of lose their minds. I think everybody in the Halo community is probably gonna end up talking about this and being like, "Oh my God, did you see like this Halo mod? It's
Yeah.
so fucking like cool and well done. It's really fun."
Yeah,
Yeah.
and because like I really want the thing is, right, like Halo is struggling in the Halo's mod scene is struggling because it's just not as easy for people to get into modding as it is for like the Source engine or, the Bethesda engines. But like what we really need is more very high effort mods, right, to show what's possible with these tools. And that will gradually have knock-on effects where it'll like catch the interest of mainstream gaming audiences, be like, hey, did you see what you can do with Halo's mod tools now? People are making basically new games, like new Halo games in Halo. So yeah, like I'm super super passionate about this project. I have even bigger, more ambitious projects, and this is just like one chunk of like a giant obsession to just like really give players something awesome to do. Which, oh yeah, small notes, real quick,
Yeah.
regarding the Halo Wars bases that I want to like everybody to understand. So, those Halo Wars bases are extracted from the game. I will be remodeling all of those. So, uh, whenever I take, whenever I take the vehicles from like Halo Wars or some of the external media or whatever, I don't want to just do a model rip, right? There's nothing wrong with that, but that's not what I do. I take that model and I bring it up to like a more modern AAA standard, while also still keeping it within the like detail fidelity that Reach. Because I'm just like Drake in this regard. I believe strongly in Vanilla Plus. I'm a huge, huge advocate of that. Just as an artist, that is what my taste is. I want it to look like it shipped with the game. So I'm going to be remodeling both the Covey and UNSC bases, and they're going to be fully functional with animations and fully playable interiors, and it's going to be fun and really cool. On top of that, somebody asked, am I going to be like making uh, Covenant equivalents of all the UNSC vehicles? I'm going to try. I'm going to do my best. The problem is there's only so many Covenant vehicles to go around, but I'm going to really dig into the lore and try to make sure that it's balanced on both sides. Because like if you have like a Covenant themed side and a UNSC themed side, you want them to be balanced. So yeah, I'm absolutely going to do that.
Hell yeah. I think everybody in chat seems really excited about this, which I'm unsurprised to see because this is just such a badass concept. It's already to the level it's at executed just so well.
Yeah, like I want this to basically be in the same vein as like Ultimate Firefight, but more focused, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I want something that is basically Ultimate Firefight, but it's lore friendly.
Yeah,
If
and
that if
all
that
of
makes
the
sense.
assets in it are like super refined as well. Like it
Yeah,
feels
because
vanilla
like
plus. It's more refined. It's got like a focused vision.
yeah, because like big props to I don't remember the mod author's name of Ultimate Firefight, um, but he's a freaking Chad for that mod.
Oh yeah.
However, my only thing is like he put like literally everything into that mod. He just like put tons of random stuff. Literally, he put all of Halo into that mod. So you got like Halo 4 art style clashing with Halo 1 art style, clashing with Halo 3, clashing with ODST, with like Halo Reach. So it's like it's just kind of chaotic. It's a good kind of chaos, right? Like
Yeah, it's
there's nothing
fun.
wrong
It's
with it.
really
I think
fun, but
people I think people appreciate how chaotic it is. But for me, it's like I want this to like feel like it fits, right? I want everything to feel like, oh hey, like alternate universe where like Bungie or 343 just decide to release a campaign DLC for Halo Reach, but it's like you're just playing Halo Wars in first person. Yeah.
yeah, I think there's such a like a want for that as well. Like I want that. I think that's fucking awesome. I think probably most people really want that as well. So like chances are this is just going to be fantastic.
But yeah. Well, thank you for letting me just like ramble on like an absolute lunatic. I really appreciate you.
No, I think everybody
Um,
was really engaged with what you were saying. Like everybody's seeming like really interested in it.
yeah.
I'm glad that you got the opportunity to just like to talk all this out because it's really cool. I'm gonna be working on this on stream like quite a bit. Probably like not every day, but at least
Yeah.
off stream most days, and on stream a decent amount. Because I don't know, what do you guys think? Would you want to see me like working away at like enemy encounters and tweaking Skaboodley's vehicles and getting all these things functioning and working away? We're all interested in the project. Yeah, everybody seems to like just absolutely love this. And I mean, also at the end of the day, like this is the kind of thing, this is the kind of large scale big mod that I love doing. Like this is
Yeah.
better huge grass, better extinction, but also like a campaign experience, but also a multiplayer experience and also a firefight
Yeah.
experience.
And it's like, dude, there's no reason we couldn't have multiplayer playtests with this map too.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
dude, imagine like like just being on the Draugr is so much fun. I'm just imagining like again the pirate ship style combat that you get from one of those large platforms. But like what also is really exciting about this mod is it's not like a final destination, it's a window. So we can still be continuously putting new vehicles, new weapons, new content into this map. Like we can have the Mega Mantis, we can have the Colossus, we can have like this. There's this one cut Halo Wars 2 vehicle, which is basically a four-legged walker. That was actually the concept art for the Colossus originally. It was just going to be like a giant four-legged UNSC walker.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and one version of it had a super Mac, and the other version of it was just like a troop carrying platform. It looks so sick, but I definitely want to pull that off if we're going to be doing giants, right?
Yeah. Now I've shown
Um,
that on stream a couple times before, and it's really cool.
yeah, so like we'll put that in there. So yeah, this map is basically going to be the staging area for like even more cool tags and weapons and content and stuff.
Yeah. And there's so much potential in that regard. Like, I have mods that I've made in the past where it's like, it's essentially the mod exists as like a playground to just like place stuff on. And
Yeah.
in a sense, this kind of also accomplishes that, but obviously with a focused vision at the end of the day.
Yeah, yeah, and that's again, I think that's what will make this mod stand out is because it's like, the majority of mods out there are like just kind of fun tinkering around, right? Which is awesome. That's what mods should be. But like for me, my relationship with modding is like I want to just like kind of play my hand at like, okay, if I was president of Halo, right? If I was in charge of everything, what is the Halo game that I would make. Well, now we have that ability. So that's kind of what we get to do now.
You are the president of Halo now.
Look at me, I'm the Halo president now.
You became
Yeah.
John Halo. But I mean, that's the beauty of the mod tools, right? Like, at the end of the day, we're given the same tools that in, like, 2010 Bungie had for Halo Reach, that they had in 2007 for Halo 3, but obviously even further upgraded. So, you know, we really are the directors of our own Halo game if we choose to be. And hopefully other people realize that when this mod comes out and they see, like, oh my god, you can make amazing stuff and make your own Halo games, like you were saying. Like, there's a big potential for people to go, oh shit, there's an amazing modding community for Halo, and I want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
And that's something in my future videos going forward I want to encourage people to do as well. Is like, if I don't have a sponsor for a video, I'll be like, this video sponsored by you making Halo mods, kind of thing, because this community has so much potential.
Yeah, like that's why, like, I think it's really important to not just get the tools working and, like, you know, get updates and all this other stuff. And, like, you know, yeah, I love the idea of, you know, mods for console. But, like, you gotta understand, it's all a business, and we need something to show to Microsoft, like, hey, this is why it's a good idea. Because we need to, like, generate hype. We need to generate interest, and projects like these are the best way to do that, in my opinion. Just, like, high effort, really sick mods that everybody wants to play. And if enough, like, casual gamers who aren't even Halo fans or see this and are like, dude, I want to play this, but I can't because there's no mods on console, or, like, you know, whatever reason, then that will move needles. So, yeah.
It'll light a fire.
That's my mission statement. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that's awesome, because my hope is that one day we get a custom game browser for MCC, that one day we get console mods, so that way you don't have to just, like, very carefully set these things up. And this could help push that further if it gets a lot of exposure and a lot of attention.
Yeah. I mean, like, me personally, I do love the idea of console mods. Being a game developer, I know the exact reasons why it's so incredibly difficult to actually pull that off.
Yeah.
But I am still supportive of the idea. However, before we get to console mods, what we need is a modded custom games browser. Because you all know, if you've ever tried to play with Rejected, you all know how much of a pain it is to organize modded custom game nights. Like, yes, we have Workshop, yes, we have the mod tools, but it's still a pain for the average player to get in a modded lobby with their friends. We don't know who doesn't have the map downloaded. We can't just hop into a modded game browser. There's an issue of storage space and all this other stuff. So, you know, before we get modded consoles, like, everybody should be campaigning, like, on Twitter and, like, you know, social media, and, like, you know, what you should really be gunning for is a modded custom game browser. Because, like, that's the first step. We can't even get to console mods before we have a modded custom game browser.
Yeah.
So yeah. That's a complete fucking tangent that I just went on. Sorry.
I mean, it's an important one, though. It's like something that is so... I mean, I can't say it's needed, but it's so desperately wanted, and it would breathe so much life into MCC, extend it so much further.
I think it is needed. Like, because...
I mean, in my opinion, it's needed. I just didn't want to be so bold to use the word need, but it is also needed, in my opinion.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, that's it. You know, that's the whole plan. Rejected is gonna, like, you know, come through and save the day and, like, have fun doing it. So, yeah. Yeah,
I mean, I genuinely think that this mod deserves to be seen to its conclusion. So I'm so happy to actually work with you on this.
Yeah, man. And I'm super excited to see the progress. Like, I'm still going to be working on the visuals of the map, and I'm going to be creating vehicle tags and all that, but, like, knowing that, like, you are handling the technical aspects and actively R&Ding what we can pull off, huge peace of mind.
Yeah.
So I'm super stoked, and I hope everybody enjoys.
Hell yeah. All right. Thank you very much for coming on stream and talking about it. Obviously, you and I have a lot more work to do behind the scenes for, you know, getting this into a good place, but we'll save that for then.
All right, cool, man. Well, I'm gonna peace out.
All right, have a good one, man. Thanks for talking.
You too, man. Bye.
Bye bye. All right. So there you guys have it. Skaboodly did his awesome talk on all this stuff. You got to hear it from the man himself. Hey, is that Halo follower? Good to see you, man. Y'all ever messed with the AI upres texture? Looking sick though, hype. Yeah, I've done AI upres textures on quite a few things and many of my mods. It's generally pretty good. It's generally works pretty good. I've AI upscaled Halo 2 stuff into Halo 3 and it works. It looks really nice. It looks really nice. But yeah, this mod is so exciting. I love it so much. Skaboodly has knocked it out of the park. This is 100% Skaboodly here. All of this. He's so unbelievably talented. And so yeah, a lot of my future streams going forward, I'm going to be spending some time here on Trepanation / Halo Wars / whatever. And I want to just work on it. I want to get things slowly cooking. I can't do too much on it today because I'm still downloading all of Skaboodly's data in the background. It's like 10 gigs, and my internet speed is just like gonna take a minute. I didn't have enough time today to get it all downloaded, so I won't be working on it today to be able to show you guys. But I wanted to at least let Skaboodly like talk and tell you guys just how awesome this mod is and show you like that we're gonna be working together and making this a reality, and that there's just tons of potential here. Extinction replacement. I don't think it'll be necessarily a replacement. I still want to work on Extinction, but I'm gonna be real. This is so much better than Extinction, and I think it would be more fun than Extinction to have this in a multiplayer setting, right? Like obviously, like we were mentioning, like Skaboodly was mentioning, this is a campaign mission first and foremost with tons of really cool objectives. And also, it's a firefight platform where you take the same campaign mission, but you tweak it so there's already bases down, or you just kind of turn it into a firefight experience. But then also, what you guys are saying with Extinction, this can have a fixed version where there are fixed bases placed down, and you have like an invasion map. It's a multiplayer map, and yeah, you basically get that massive scale multiplayer experience, the same kind of experience you get from my mods like Huge Grass, but now it's Skaboodly's map, and it's really fucking good, and it has all of Skaboodly's vehicles, and it's themed around Halo Wars. So I think it's great. Trepanation over Extinction, yeah, honestly, in my eyes, this is way better than Extinction, and that's me saying, as much as I love Extinction, I absolutely love my mod, but I'm not gonna mince my words. This is way cooler than Extinction. Joe, thank you for the $1 tip. You said quite a few donos came in while the Magic Man was talking in VC. Yeah, sorry to everybody who donoed, and I didn't read it yet. I'll read it right now. I just didn't want to talk over Skaboodly. I wanted to let the man speak. Let him speak his mind. All right, let me go back through these though. First of all, oh, I gotta go back quite a ways. Holy, we talked for a while. First, Joe threw out a $1 tip. Thank you for that. He said, sorry to cut off the Magic Doodle Man, but let Green in the VC for real, for real. Not that time. I haven't hung out with Green on stream in a while, though. We should definitely get him on here soon. Alexander with the $5 super chat. Thank you. When you add the longsword to the space mod, will it be the vanilla longsword from Reach or another game, or will it be a Sins of the Prophet longsword model? I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided. For now, it's going to be the Reach one, but if I decide to get the Sins one that's Malcontent modeled, which I do very much want to get. If it's up there, I don't know if it is, then I'll use that one. Because I think it's better. Peace and love, Bungie. Very cool longsword, but Malcontent did better. Darkbolt with a $5 super chat said, my base was destroyed by Assassin Jojo. Gonna hunt him down when I get home. You should. He deserves it. He deserves to get hunted down. In a video game. Relax. Where's the Falcata? I need to fly it while I'm reading these. And then Darksteel with a $2 super chat said, dear Skaboodly, make every rock the Halo 3 Covenant rock. You know, that's the magic thing about Halo Reach. There's rock variety. There's different shapes of rocks. It's not just one single rock, okay? There are multiple rocks here to pick and choose from. So I think Skaboodly is not going to do the Halo 3 rock. Oh no, those are all one rock. God damn it! Why? It's fine. How many likes has the rock tweet got now? Over 100,000. It's crazy. Dark Vault with the $2 super chat as well said, when will this map be released? It sounds awesome. I'm going to speak... I'm going to let Skaboodly say that, but also, I'm just going to say, no clue. No idea. No date. Are you winning? Are you winning? Are you winning? I'm winning. I am winning. But yeah, I'm just going to put no date. TBD. To be determined. Who knows? What it's done when it's done. Let's go with the CD Projekt Red. It's done when it's done. Just kidding. It comes out tomorrow, guys. Totally comes out tomorrow. No, of course not. It's done when it's done. It's done when it's done. Darksteel super chat at 2 when we were talking about something cool and said yes. Oh, that was when I said, "Are you guys excited?" That's right. So Darksteel is very excited, and thank you very much for that. I will read that in a second, Joe. I'm almost through there. Meatmorp super chatted at 2. So based. Based Meatmorp said, "Milky boobs." And I mean, honestly, that's true. Milky has some exclusively based takes. Did I say Milky has exclusive? Meatmorp has exclusively based takes by saying Milky boobs. That's super cool. Very, very epic. Joe tipped $1 and said, quite a few donos. Oh, I read that one. And then Joe just now tipped another $1 and said, I have been on Minecraft in weeks. I just took credit for destroying his base and I'll fucking do it again. I presume you meant haven't. All right. I'm caught up. I'm caught up on everything. My Discord name is Milky Boobs, so it's technically not inaccurate to call me Milky. Well, I know somebody named that, so we just get too confusing. But you are Meatmorp in spirit, always and forever. Get on Halo Wars 2 and fight me? I don't think I will, actually. Because not only do I want to work on the space mod, I actually have to get off early today. Unfortunately. It's only a 2-hour stream today. I need to go grocery shopping. I have been putting it off for days. I need to go grocery shopping. I need to work on a video tonight. And yeah, gotta get that happening. So I'm gonna have to call it quits here today, guys. I apologize, but tomorrow is gonna be a much longer stream. Boo! I know. Yeah. Whatever. But yeah, I gotta go do some grocery shopping. Tomorrow is gonna be a much longer stream. I will be fixing huge grass, most likely, actually, of all things, because I broke it and I need to fix it and finish it. And then, yeah, I accidentally uploaded the wrong version of huge grass. I have no idea how, but I did. So I will be most likely working on Reach and doing some huge grass stuff tomorrow. But yeah, I'm going to get right here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Shout out to everybody who tipped into the tip jar. I really appreciate you guys. Your support literally is the only reason I can keep doing this. And hopefully I can do this for a long time, but I'm not going to lie. At the current rate, I will not be able to do this for a long time. And I'll have to go back to doing mostly videos. But we'll see what happens. Either way, lots of fun stuff tomorrow on stream. Much longer stream. I hope you guys are there. Thank you for all the support, as always. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Same time as always. Big Halo, big mods, enormous, huge. It will be happening. Shout out to Skaboodly for the Halo Reach Rock. All right, peace out, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.